Greetings, everyone. This is Matt Harding, and I'm going to be doing my first ever vlog about the benefits of using multimedia in the class. Inasmuch as I'm a music teacher, I teach a variety of music courses such as songwriting, international percussion ensemble, guitar, and I teach different, what we call modern ensemble, different rock band formations, and I have a production studio for my students. We rely heavily on multimedia, and I thought we would talk about some of the readings that we had in class that came from the Florida Center for Instructional Technology, talking about what some of the benefits are of using multimedia in the classroom. And I just went through their list that they had and highlighted the ones that I feel apply best in my case. One of the first ones is real-world skills related to technology. For example, in my songwriting classes, the students will have access to a high-level, a professional studio, let's say, where they can record with great microphones, great interfaces, and great audio software. One of the biggest things, of course, I want to talk about is sound and sound recording, and the quality of sound and how the quality of sound affects the way that we perceive any kind of information that we get. And this will help the students to express their ideas creatively through the medium of sound and bolstered by the video side of things. Of course, we talk about the technical skills, the accomplishment of more complex tasks, and improved design and attention to the audience, which I've got to learn how to do myself. Why use video in the classroom? The video side is, I'm kind of doing the video side. I wanted to demonstrate rather than yak about the power of audio. I referenced a chapter in a book called, the book's called Multimodality and Aesthetics, edited by E.S. Tonneson. And the chapter that drew my attention was called The Aesthetic Potential of Vocal Sound in Online Learning Situations by Johnny Wingstead. And it's from the 2019 publication. And here are some of the highlights from that chapter. The first one talks about multimedia being sensory, involving our vision, involving our hearing. And I'm going to read this. Said the experience of audiovisual narratives can thus be argued to work on a sensory as well as on an intellectual level, often with the emphasis on the former. The second point that he makes in his article is that sound quality and audio technology matter. Sound quality and audio technology matter, meaning to say the equipment that we use makes a big difference on how we come across to our students and to our audience. The quote here from the chapter of the book is, "The sound of the voice has a huge impact on how a person's truthfulness, sincerity, and authority is perceived." Also, one must consider the use of audio technology separately, but in relation to the vocal expression itself. Well, I'm using a Shure SM58 microphone going through a Centrance mixer face R4R that goes from the interface into my iPhone. And that's what we're recording this on. Hopefully this gives you a good idea of the sound quality. And then there's another issue that comes into the world of sound. It's called proxemics. And let me read this quote from the chapter. Resources for expressing social distance and spatial aspects of the voice become available for technological manipulation and aesthetic choice. One example is how the lower frequencies are emphasized when speaking close to a microphone. That's called the proximity effect. At the same time as the sound of a room's acoustics will be diminished due to the emphasis of the direct vocal sound. And you'll be seeing an example of that coming up in the demo that I created. Now we are in a soundproofed practice room, quite small, probably about 10 by 10, if that big, maybe 8 by 8 feet, with a piano and the air conditioner / heater. Can you hear all that? That's what you can do with sound. Or if I really want to say something in almost a whisper, I can bring the microphone close to my mouth and speak in tones low and dark. Let's see if this is a sound people can relate to. We are in the bathroom. You guessed it, we're in a bathroom. Does it sound like a bathroom? Does to me. Right now we are in a small to medium-sized recital hall. I'm speaking directly into the microphone, and yet you can still fill the space. Now I'm going to move away. Moving away from the microphone. Notice how my voice sounds far from the microphone, and yet we can still feel the space.